All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is make the check out more blog posts button at the very bottom of the screen work on this app. So let me show you what we are looking at. This button needs to do something, and according to the mock-up, it's supposed to oh my god. Make this come up. Now, I think this is actually what we might call a typo, because it brings up the first post and not the actual website. I think this is supposed to bring up the actual website, because it wouldn't make any sense to do the first blog post right here, second blog post there, third blog post here, and then down here the first blog post again, which you can't scroll, even though it says check out gaelic.co for more blog posts. So I think this is actually supposed to be gaelic.co. So that's what we're going to do. Let's look at our code. Luckily, we have a lot of the stuff already in place to make this work. Basically, we need to make an outlet. We need to do very similar to what we did for the blog post views. So, what do we do for the blog post views? Good question. We give them, so we have our slide up drawer view. And then we have a dismiss button. So those are the two things that make it slide up and down. And then we add a gesture recognizer to each one that calls go to blog post. With this URL. And it's this functionality. So this is what we're going to do, is we're going to extract this into a method. And we're going to say func animate web view to URL. Put something in there. And this is going to be like that. And we're going to say URL string. So we're going to send the string in. And then we're going to say animate web view to URL that. There we go. And then we're going to use that. So here's how we're going to do that. So we're going to go to main.storyboard. Wow, this is very teeny like that, eh? All we need to see is the outline, though. We don't need to see the actual. Because we're literally going to use this view, which we're going to rename check out site view. Yeah. We're going to put an outlet to that on this here page. Check out site view. That's a UI view. Now let's add a gesture recognizer to it. Goodbye thing, we don't need you. And we're going to say go to site tap gesture. We're going to say self go to whatever we named that. Oh, check out. Add a gesture recognizer for the go to site chap gesture, which is going to be called visit site. And then we're going to make an Objective-C function, very similar to this one. And it's just going to be whatever the there we go. That. Invalid redeclaration because it needs to be called visit site. Now, could we theoretically extract both of these? Sure, I'm not going to mess with it because we would eliminate effectively one line. And I don't think it's worth it for the loss of clarity. And we don't need this either. All right, let's see how it does. Should we extract that into a string constant? Maybe. I'm honestly not that worried about it because it's not. It doesn't even need to be localized. It's a URL. Boop. Ta-da! Data. We did it! I think that concludes our well, it concludes this part of our home screen. We still need to do clicking for this carousel and for the phrases button and for the plans button. But we have something functioning, which is pretty exciting. We also have a lot of functionality to implement for these tabs, but those are going to be in future streams because I'm trying to keep the streams very focused on like a specific feature per stream. So given that, and since we finished this feature for this stream, that's what we are gonna commit. Git status, git add, git, let's take a look at the last commit. Git log adds UI test. Should we include this in the UI test? I'm not super worried about it because we use the exact same functionality that's already tested in the existing UI test. But we can take a look at it. Why not? It's going to be very similar to the existing functionality that we have added. Whew! Crasho! Luckily, that was all we needed the record function for. Now we can revive Xcode and put our assertions in that we know we need. Oh no, it went away. We'll tell you what we're going to do this time. We're going to let it load. I'm going to hit that button. Let me scroll up a little on this so I'll be able to see everything. Get it? Screenshot, just in case. So we scroll down. This is not always going to be this. And so we need it to be, we need to swipe like there. There we go. So we're going to use that instead of the static text for our swipe up. But we need to swipe up in order to be able to see the... Okay, go away this. Oh, it's so angry. It's not responding. This is why I don't trust UI tests. I'm going to copy all of this code. And I'm going to shut down the simulator. I think that might help. Oh my god. Alright, let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. Grab that. Replace this static text with it, because when the blog post change, that's not going to be there anymore. This static text is fine, because that button's going to remain the same. And this is what we're going to do. Definition conflicts with previous value. Alright. Where do we use other elements? We don't. Oh, we do. It's here. That's fine, and then we're going to hit the done button down here. So now we need to assert that the done button is hittable right there. Assert, yeah, right here. Alright, let's see if our test passes. Go. Go. It's doing it. I probably should have just run this specific test rather than the launch the app 10 times test that happens down here. In fact, I'm going to delete that test. Because this is just a default test that comes with it. It's not testing any functionality specific to our application. And I'm going to say we can add this to our existing commit because we're testing the behavior that we just put in. Oh, the computer's getting hot. Not good. I don't think this does anything. Besides hurt my wrists. Ow, this is too heavy. Oh my gosh. Hurry up. Yes, the test succeeded. Good. Alright, so now what we need to do is make sure that it is actually testing something. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to comment that out. Now let's run our test again. Should fail. Build succeeded. That's good. Can we actually see this happen? Yeah, we can. Well, that's more entertaining and fun. See it come up. See it go down. Looks like we actually don't have to swipe it the second time. So we'll take that second swipe out. Look at that, a little red X, it failed. What line did it fail on? The one that makes sure that the done button is visible, is hittable. That's right. Okay. The laundry is done. All kinds of things are going right for us right now. Cool. Let's put our line back in. Put that back in, and then I'm going to go back to the test. I'm going to remove this because we don't need it. Because it like swipes against the bottom after we already swiped all the way down, and I don't think we need to do it again. Because where do we swipe here? Yeah, we already swiped. Cool. Run it again just to make extra sure everything's working now. This time we'll watch it. Why not? It's fun. Something to do. Alright, so our test target is launched. If you look closely at when it opens this application for the testing, you'll notice that it has a different test target than the one that we're running on the simulator to look at the app itself. Alright, scroll down. Yeah, tap that third one. Okay, get rid of that third one. Tap that button. Yay! It's beautiful! And our test passes! This is so exciting. Alright, so we're going to add that test. We're going to do git commit -m tapping button at bottom of home screen to check out more posts takes you to the gaelic.co website. Alright, so we'll push this to our main branch and then do git log and see all our commits all pretty, and there was the last one we made. Good work, everybody.